He's on in a room by himself.
Talking to the council. Tomadrill. So I notice you have a very nice city around here. It's very well known. What's currently plaguing you at this moment? Is there any troubles that you have? Random quest.
Ultimately, the console all has their own, grumbles or whatever, but they're all pretty petty, and the head consular kind of brings things back together. The biggest issue they're dealing with right now is just supplies and transport out, with the huge influx of refugees. Even though there was some time to prepare, supplies are slowly becoming more and more in a dire situation. The fact that the shipbuilders are working for a private contractor currently is not helping matters, because they're not building ships to transport refugees. They're instead building ships for someone else. Beyond that, it's just the standard. Not enough patrollers.
I sense it.
The city,
Doing this.
even though the city is very large, they're 10 times the population the city typically supports because of the refugee influx.
Okay.
And that's their current struggle, is trying to move the refugees on their way that they can.
Die roll.
So the council are pretty high up there in terms of power, wealth. They're very.
You would
they're
assume.
They're well dressed. I was like, well, I don't know if you've heard, but I am quite well known and well renowned as a bard of many talents and joys. And if you happen to have a party or some sort of formal gathering, I would be honored. It would be the most well-respected, honor of my life to perform at your social gathering.
Yeah, we'll bring Tabby's character in.
So you guys can have your little discussion.
Yep. So I'm gonna tell you that.
You guys can just share amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she was reading over your shoulder. So she
No,
knows
I
this,
actually
but-
wasn't.
That was kind of why I built that in, because I just assumed that you would share with Tabby. So
Tell her where we're gonna be going. Where basically what this means, what I said, except for I'm not gonna tell you any of the bottom stuff.
all right, so you shared that with her.
Where we need to
And
go.
I'm assuming you're going to return.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome. What news can you share with us?
I'm gonna tell them essentially to leave out any of the personal stuff
Sure.
about my character,
Yo,
and tell them what this missive. I don't know who this came from. Like personally, I don't know, but it's telling us where we need to bring a very important. We have an important message for Lord Wrath, and we need to bring it there as quickly as possible.
the head consul turns and looks at the man sitting to his right and says,
From a king.
He can-
Dane.
"That's the king that you met."
Yep.
He says, "Oh, so you're on a mission for King Dane. King Dane was always good in trade with us. Currently, the harbor is incredibly busy, but travel to the harbor master with this notice, because he'll surely be able to tell you more than we can." And with that, the man to his right hands you a token with the a large token with the consul's emblem embossed on it.
Okay. Nice.
And
Cormac
then
is also very confused by this letter. Because you know why.
I know why.
Some information in there that Cormac did not even know about. So
But somebody does know.
somebody knows.
The pieces are all there. Well, not really. So with that, the head of the council says, "You're more than welcome to remain here. We're enjoying your company. However, given what Cormac has said, I'd suggest you travel to the Harbor Master with haste. One of our pages can direct you there if you'd like.
Yes. Thank you.
So
Not
you.
everyone is here though.
Well, I mean, you can go secure passage and then do that first.
A young, not quite a boy, not quite yet a man, page comes and
A 14-year-old.
says, "Sirs, ma'am, if you'd like to go, I am quite ready to direct you there."
All right, let's go.
So he leads you out of the consul office and through the less packed streets near the,
Nice.
and he travels down towards the main docks within the walls,
I'm gonna tip him a silver piece when we're done.
which he will be most grateful. And he brings you to the front of a large stone
Guy's
building that's kind of overlooking the entire harbor. It's got windows down the whole front of it and says, "This is the harbor master's office. Go inside and show them the token, and they will immediately find the harbor master for you."
Thank you,
With that,
young man.
he bids you adieu.
He dies in the street.
And if any of you guys wanted to catch up, you could have bumped into him. I don't know why you were in the
I'm
bridge
still
corridor.
following him, so
Yeah.
I'm just kind of hanging on that side. Like, hey, what's going on?
Creepy.
So they'll call me
Commodore and Jorgendal are heading to the.
Tavern.
Yep.
So am I.
Tavern for drinks.
Okay, you're gonna head that
You gonna
direction.
Tell us where you're going first.
Yep.
So
No.
He won't. What was the deal?
I mean, what was the deal?
He wasn't in there.
Where are you
He,
guys?
he
talking?
waited outside.
Oh,
Yeah, I was behind you guys.
Uh,
I just didn't actually
there's.
budge in and be like, hey, what's up?
I think remember that
Bishop.
that dude that we saw riding.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He was that was probably him. There's a dude in there, and he told him a story and backed up our story.
Oh.
He's a very, very good soldier.
Okay. Cool. We're with you, bro.
So
The one we saw on the horse and just said, "Eh, fuck him."
Yeah. yeah, we can't catch him.
The one, yeah, the one that ran.
Mhm.
Should we kill him?
We probably were going to try it.
Yeah, we were going to try, but he was going too fast on horseback.
I mean, of course we wouldn't try to do that. He was a good friend. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, we received. Tell him about Brandenborough. That's the city that we were going to go to is Brandenborough. That's the fastest way to get our message to Lord Roth.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are at the harbor master now.
Yeah.
4 of you are. You're going inside, I'm assuming.
Token, yes.
Token.
You enter a simple office with a desk and several benches, behind which is a door. A young man sits at the desk, and as you enter, he says, "Welcome to the harbor master's post."
Hello, I have this.
We're here to secure passage.
Upon seeing the token,
Let's talk to the
he
harbor
immediately knocks on a door and kind of does the kind of slide inside. And once he's in, then
That was
he
a
opens
good
the
deal.
door all the way and steps out and says, "The harbor master is in his office. You're more than welcome to go and meet with him."
Go in.
Keep an eye on
Inside
him.
the door is a smaller office with one chair on each side of the desk. Good thing you didn't all come because it would have been cramped.
It's a 5x5 room.
We just keep mashing there, like, let me in, let me in. I'm like,
I want to know what's happening.
crawl on your shoulders.
And from behind the desk, not fat, portly man,
Slightly rotund. Yes.
but weathered, says, "What can a humble harbor master do to aid you?"
We're hoping for passage to Brandenborough as soon as possible, possibly tomorrow morning if we can.
Secure
Depending on our party, I guess. I'm hoping everybody's gonna go with.
The harbor master flips through some ledgers. Sleeping robot is sleeping. He flips through some ledgers and says, "All the ships currently in the harbor are booked and loaded, but I'll pull what strings I can. And at the longest, I can get you a passage within the next week. But if you're in a greater hurry, you could always go to the lower port outside the city walls and thus outside the consul and harbor master's jurisdictions. Inquire there. The Rusty Hammer Tavern is known for a man named Jordan. Rumors around currently say that he's in the port, and while known to do some less than savory things, he's ultimately a pretty fair man. And for a price, he might let you on board.
Seems sketchy. Right?
Ask about the privateer who's building ships.
What?
Ask about the privateer who's building
Not
ships.
private.
Private company that's building ships and not using them for transport. You would be interested in this.
Do I know about that? I've never heard about that.
That was.
I
Me
do.
personally, I've
Yep,
never
she
heard
was in
of
the
that.
room.
Oh.
No, he was reading his note.
Yep.
I was talking. You were there.
Oh.
I don't know shit about it.
Yeah, that's why I took notes. So you would probably share more with that. This would be something.
Yes, I
The
share this
refugees
with you.
can't get away. Obviously, bleeding hearts. Why?